O sinner, do not stray from the straight and narrow way, for the Lord is surely watching what you do. If you approach the devil's den, turn round, don't enter in, lest the hand of the Almighty fall on you. He'll you up. Yes, God will you up if you dare to disobey his stern command. He'll you up. Don't you know he'll you up? So you better do some praying while you can. That was kind of annoying. Not gonna apologize though. You had every opportunity not to listen to that. But imagine if you were stuck for the better part of a day in a long metal pathogen factory with about 100 other strangers, desperately trying to distract yourself from the hours of limited legroom, popping ears, and hoping you could hold your bladder long enough to avoid shoving your big fat ass into a lavatory 35 inches wide. And yours truly and friends decided to get out the old guitar and spread the message of no match in the form of music nobody asked to hear, without any consideration for anyone else other than scoring brownie points from my cosmic imaginary jailer. What are you upset about? I'm doing you a favor, bitch. You need to be saved. Or you need to be reminded that you've been saved. And it's my job to thoughtlessly spread that same message that has been rammed down all of our Western throats since birth. And if you've already swallowed it, then this shouldn't bother you. I'm simply subjecting you to mandatory entertainment and propaganda reinforcement all rolled into one. I guarantee there would be a lynching within 5 minutes. Hi, I'm nobody, but you can call me Peach. Welcome to my channel. And guess what? If you think that singing your religious shit to a captive audience is just wholesome family fun, then please take a moment to replace your annoying smiling idiots with this gentleman. Or maybe with these nice ladies. Or perhaps this woman.
ISIS started Diana, Hecate to me to Carly in honor. ISIS started Diana, Hecate to me to Carly in honor.
I kind of like that one. Or perhaps take a page from Representative Omar's suggestion with these guys. Actually, that's got a pretty good beat. Seriously, have you honestly stopped and considered what kind of a reaction average citizens trapped on a plane would have if Happy Time Jesus Wept songs were replaced with any other religiously themed music? The right-wing puke fest would be up in arms about religious freedoms being violated. But when these freaks do it, it's fine. And when people point out the hypocrisy, then it's somehow hating on Christians. F you. And this applies to any religion, cult, or super secret He-Man women haters bare butt paddling fraternity. You want to proselytize your nonsense? Fine. But do that on your own time. Not when people are stuck on a public transport and can't run away. Whatever it is you're peddling must be a tough sell if you think force-feeding people your bullshit is a good idea. It's already disrespectful to be loud and imposing on a plane. People are uncomfortable enough. But it's also arrogant as to assume that anybody needs you to find enlightenment. And these are the same butthurt Christians who claim to be persecuted because they can no longer just freely disparage, dismiss, and discriminate against queer people outside their Jesus clubhouse without consequences. And yet they still feel completely at ease with just breaking into religious song on an airplane with absolutely no fear of reprisal. What do you know about persecution? Y'all are some arrogant kids. I remember seeing footage of Hare Krishnas basically shutting down airport terminals with their singing and panhandling, but even they didn't pull that shit on the plane. Just to clarify, this was not a chartered flight for a private group of missionaries. This was a commercial flight, and I'm pretty sure my dude here was not feeling the Holy Spirit from these ding-dongs. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by men. Truly, I tell you, they already have their full reward. But when you pray, go into your inner room, shut your door, and pray to your Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. But praying in secret won't get you views on the tickety-tocks now, will it? Yep, going viral. That's what it's all about. The Bible will always take a back seat to personal gain. Why does this person who lives free and liberated because of the compassion of our country not appreciate that we're a Judeo-Christian society uniquely founded to protect those of all faiths? Well, that's just it. Not all faiths are protected equally. Case in point, Judeo-Christian. Judeo-Christian? We're a Judeo-Christian society? Are we though? Apart from the fact that we're constitutionally designed to be a secular society, do you uber Christians really believe the Judeo part of that phrase? Because I'm half Judeo, and I've never been out anywhere and just ran into a random group of people break out with Ava Nagila. Doesn't happen here, because Jewish people fully understand that unless they're in Israel, they're viewed just as much as an other as every other non-Christian group. I really have to hammer this home for some folks. No other religious group could get away with what they did in that context. And the context being subjecting a commercial flight full of white people to a Christian revivalist serenade. Christians have a privilege in this world that no other religious group has, and they happily exploit it every chance they get. Ergo, this rancid display. But when faced with any criticism, they immediately claim to be persecuted and cry about the denial of their religious freedom to batter unwilling participants with their unwanted messages. But they would totally shit a brick if was pulling the same stunt. As always, it's one rule for me, another for thee. Which shall it be? You tell me. What say ye? My head hurts. By the way, just as a side note, what is this woman doing here? She's got her hand up, as many of those evangelical types do when praising the Lord to reach up to heaven, I guess. They do this from the ground, obviously, implying that heaven is in the sky. They're 30,000 feet in the air. They're above the clouds. Where is heaven? Were they currently passing through heaven? Do they see it out the window? Is it like in some other dimension or realm while also kind of being in the same place? My point is, why is she reaching up? Shouldn't her arms be like outstretched or something? I don't know. I don't get this performance art. I never have. But who cares what I think? I'm nobody. And if you've made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. You didn't have to take the time, but you were kind enough to do so anyway. And if you're, into the whole masochism thing, you should consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the bell to stay current with whatever is irritating me. I'm Peach. L'chaim, bitches.